Welcome back to Tech Vibe, the channel where we break down the latest in tech so you stay ahead of the curve. Today we're diving deep into the highly anticipated iPad Pro M5, Apple's upcoming powerhouse tablet that's already making waves before its official release. Now imagine this, a device so fast, so thin, and so future-ready that it doesn't just replace your laptop but makes you question why you ever needed one in the first place. That's the hype surrounding the iPad Pro M5, and in this video, we're going to unpack everything you need to know about its expected release date, rumored upgrades, and the groundbreaking features that could redefine the way we use tablets. Stick around because Apple might have just cracked the code on blending raw performance with true portability, and you don't want to miss the details. The first big question everyone is asking is, when can you actually get your hands on the iPad Pro M5? Based on Apple's yearly cycle and insider reports, the launch is expected in the first half of 2025, most likely in the spring around April. This timing fits perfectly into Apple's strategy of releasing iPads before their mid-year developer events, giving the new devices enough spotlight without clashing with iPhone announcements in September. So if you're planning an upgrade, mark your calendars because the wait isn't going to be long. And here's the hook, if Apple sticks to tradition, pre-orders could open just days after the announcement, meaning you might be using one before summer. But the real buzz isn't just about when it's coming, it's about what Apple is actually changing. And let me tell you, the iPad Pro M5 isn't just another minor refresh, it's shaping up to be one of the most significant upgrades we've seen in years. One of the headline upgrades is the transition to OLED displays. Yes, you heard that right. After years of mini LED panels on the larger iPad Pro models, Apple is finally moving to OLED, and this is going to be a game changer. We're talking richer colors, infinite contrast ratios, deeper blacks, and better power efficiency. Imagine editing photos, watching movies, or just browsing, every pixel is going to pop like never before. And because it's Apple, expect these OLED panels to be some of the best on the market, possibly with promotion support up to 120 Hz for silky smooth interaction. Now let's talk about the heart of the iPad Pro M5, the processor. Apple is expected to debut the M5 chip with this device, which will be the next leap forward in their custom silicon journey. If the M4 already blew away the competition in terms of raw speed and efficiency, the M5 is poised to widen that gap. Think about it, desktop-class performance in a device thinner than your notebook, all while keeping battery life intact. The M5 is rumored to use a more advanced fabrication process, which means higher performance per watt and better thermal efficiency. Translation? Faster apps, smoother multitasking, and even console-level gaming right on your iPad. And here's the exciting part, Apple could also bring neural engine improvements, making AI-driven tasks like real-time translation and advanced editing faster and smarter. Speaking of thinness, Apple is rumored to be pushing the boundaries of design once again. The iPad Pro M5 is expected to be slimmer than the current generation, while still maintaining structural integrity. That means a sleeker profile that feels futuristic in your hands. Apple may also experiment with stronger alloys or even recycled titanium to reduce weight while increasing durability. Imagine carrying around a device that feels feather-light but is resistant to scratches and bends. And what about accessories? Because the iPad Pro is never just about the tablet itself, it's about the ecosystem. Rumors suggest a new Magic Keyboard with a larger trackpad and improved hinge design, making it feel even more like a MacBook when you need it. Add to that an updated Apple Pencil, possibly the third generation, with new haptic feedback features and enhanced precision, and suddenly the iPad Pro M5 isn't just a tablet, it's a complete workstation for artists, students, and professionals alike. Just picture it. You're sketching on a near-perfect OLED display with zero lag and feeling subtle vibrations as you apply pressure. It's like drawing on real paper but elevated. Battery life is another area where users are expecting improvements. OLED panels naturally consume less power, and coupled with the efficiency of the M5 chip, we could be looking at longer performance. Right now, iPads already push close to 10 hours, but the M5 might push that boundary further. Imagine working, streaming, or creating for an entire day without reaching for the charger. That's the type of upgrade that makes a difference. Now, here's where things get even more exciting: new features. Apple has been heavily investing in AI, and the iPad Pro M5 could be the perfect platform to showcase those advancements. Think of smarter multitasking with iPadOS, where the system anticipates your workflow and arranges apps accordingly. Or improved Stage Manager support that allows you to connect multiple external displays and use them more like a true desktop setup. And yes, the whispers about native Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro for iPad are only getting louder. If Apple finally pulls the trigger and makes these pro-level apps fully optimized for the iPad Pro M5, then this device isn't just competing with laptops, it's replacing them. But wait, here's a question to hook you: what if Apple also leans into AR features with this iPad? With talk about their Vision Pro headset and AR integration across devices, the iPad Pro M5 could bring enhanced LiDAR capabilities or new AR-focused apps that merge digital and physical spaces more seamlessly. Of course, all this innovation comes at a cost. The iPad Pro line has always been positioned at the premium end, and with OLED technology and the M5 chip, we shouldn't expect it to be cheap. The base model could start around $1,099 for the 11-inch version, while the larger 13-inch variant could go closer to $1,299. That's a serious investment, but Apple's strategy has always been about justifying the price with unmatched performance and ecosystem value. But here's the twist: you might not need to pay full price. Apple has been increasingly offering trade-in programs and financing options, making it easier for users to upgrade without breaking the bank. Plus, with the introduction of OLED, we might also see price drops in previous models, meaning even if you don't go for the M5, you could still score a great deal on last year's iPad Pro. Now, with all these upgrades, it's fair to ask, will the iPad Pro M5 finally deliver on Apple's promise of replacing the laptop? For some users, the answer might finally be yes. With a more powerful processor, OLED display, improved accessories, and potential Pro apps, it seems Apple is closing the gap between tablet and laptop like never before. But for others who rely on macOS for specific workflows, it might still feel like an ultra-powerful companion rather than a full replacement. So, is the iPad Pro M5 worth waiting for? If you're someone who values cutting-edge display technology, unmatched performance, and a device that can handle everything from casual use to high-end professional work, then absolutely. But if you already own a recent iPad Pro, the decision might come down to how much you value OLED and the M5 chip's extra horsepower. Either way, one thing is certain: the iPad Pro M5 is set to dominate the tablet market in 2025 and beyond. That wraps up our deep dive into the upcoming iPad Pro M5. Apple is clearly aiming to redefine what a tablet can be, and from everything we've seen so far, they're well on their way. This is Tech Vibe, where we bring you the latest insights into the world of technology so you're always in the know. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more updates on the hottest devices, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and keep riding the tech vibe.